All right, hey there everyone, it's Ethan Garr, and it's time for Good Question. Great growth teams ask the right questions to challenge and inspire each other all of the time. So each week, I'm going to share one good question to help you and your team improve how you approach and drive growth in your business. So let's jump right into it. This week's good question is, how are we not different? Now, since most of us have had the importance of differentiation in business drilled into us our entire careers, this might sound counterintuitive. After all, being different is what allows us to set ourselves apart from competitors, find our niches, and take markets. But I've learned that by challenging each other to understand how you are not different, you can actually do a better job of understanding and highlighting what makes you unique and improve how you connect with customers. So how are we not different is a question Charlie Cole, the turnaround CEO of FTD Flowers, shared with Sean Ellis and I when we interviewed him on the Breakout Growth Podcast. Charlie does believe that to align around customer value as a company, you have to be really clear about how you are differentiating as a business, with customer experience being at the center of that discussion. But he explains that while this will help you know what you're good at, knowing what you're not good at might be equally as important. Thinking about how you are not different can help you hone in on what actually matters to customers, helps you better understand your product market fit, and ultimately, it allows you to more authentically separate yourself from competitors and the other options your customers use to solve a problem. So why ask this question? Ask this question so that your team can better identify the real underlying need for your product. What are the jobs to be done? If you're selling razors as an internet subscription, how sharp your blades are probably isn't that meaningful to users, nor is it likely a place you can really distinguish yourself. Ask this question so that you can see where you can and should look to set yourself apart. Knowing where you're not different helps you see what makes you unique. In fact, it illuminates the contrast. Our blades are sharp too, but because we mail them to you, you'll never run out. That sounds a little more compelling, right? And ask this question because it will help you authentically connect with your audience. Being able to honestly convey how you make your users' lives better starts with knowing what you're actually good at. Charlie explains this best with his own experience at FTD. He said in the beginning, he and his team were really focused on how they were going to make the most beautiful bouquets. But it became obvious that there was no way to actually do that. You can't patent a bouquet, and the flowers are basically all coming from the same couple of suppliers. And ultimately, the best bouquet is just a matter of someone's opinion. That's not how you're going to win. So Charlie was like, so I guess we're not focused on making beautiful bouquets. What an awkward conversation to have at a freaking flower company. But eventually, asking how we're not different allowed him and his team to see how service, delivery, and support were places where they could create magical customer experiences and really set themselves apart from competitors. So get in the habit of challenging each other with the question, how are we not different? It's a great way to start those authentic conversations about what makes you special. It helps you put the emphasis on the customer experience and on discovering what's truly valuable to users. And finally, it might just help you see what you're missing. Our aspirational vision of who we are as a business is important, but knowing what you're not good at today may help you actually figure out what you need to get good at tomorrow. Well, look, we like to keep these things short, and that's all the time we've got. So thanks everyone for tuning in. I am Ethan Garr, and I'll be back again next week with another episode of Good Question. Hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, please follow me on LinkedIn. I love sharing actionable insights to help you and your team accelerate growth. See you next week.